Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, Johnny Sports, and welcome back to the Sprint to Glory series. And this time, it is a very special one. We are going over to Spencer FC's favorite team in Spain. It is Real Oviedo, the team that is led by the fans and assistant coaches. This will be a Sprint to Glory in Spain. You can see the rules on your screen right now, and I can tell you straight away, this will be an epic sprint to glory. Some incredible players included in this one. And some big surprises for me personally as well. So let's get it started. As you can see, Real Oviedo is the team that we are picking. They have a transfer budget of 1.3 million. And that is obviously not enough money to get anything going in the first season. So the preseason tournament was very, very important for this team. Let's take a closer look into the starting lineup of this squad. We have Toshe and Michu, the two attacking players. Obviously, Michu, someone that we know from Swansea. He now went back to Real Oviedo. Down the left-hand side, we have Berjon, Toro in the center, Roja in the center midfield position, Susaeta down the right, not the Susaeta from Athletic Bilbao, don't mistake him for that. Juan Carlos in the goalkeeping position, Costas Fernandez in the center-back spot, and then on the bench we have a couple of decent players. So nearly everyone is around the 70 rating, so it's not a terrible team, but it is definitely a team that we can improve straight away. But since I did not have enough money with the preseason tournament, we got in like 4 million or 3 million. I was able to get myself Pablo Maffeo, the right back, who is 19 years old, for 1.2 million. I definitely overpaid for him. I tried my best to not pay that much for him because he's only 66 rated, but I just couldn't get around it because they just wouldn't accept any offers. 19 years old. And you can see right here, Charles Alena, or Charles Alena. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry about that one. But this guy is the next big talent from Barcelona, apparently. 69 rated already. Definitely not a physical specimen, but he is that dribbler, that Iniesta type of player that Barcelona people are expecting him to be in the future. Alex Garcia right here, a center midfielder from Manchester City with probably a really unfortunate haircut on this picture, is now joining us as well. He is now 63 rated with some decent potential on him. I just wanted to bring him into the team. Maybe later on we could sell him on for a bit more money. Now in the first season, we actually made it into the relegation spots, not the relegation spots, promotion spots, but it wasn't a direct promotion. So we had to play in the playoffs, and sadly, we couldn't make it through. Only 5 points off of the top two, and it just didn't work out for us. And you can see right here, a couple of players have already made it into the starting lineup. Actually, two of them. Alena is now 72 rated, +3 for him. Maffeo also +3 for him on that right back position. Garcia still too low rated. I couldn't put him into the team, and the rest of the team isn't really that interesting at this point. CDM, that was something I needed in this team. 3.5 million spent on Fede. That was a lot of money, and I think I just overpaid a little bit, but it's okay. 72 rated center defensive midfielder. Obviously, he would be the one defending now for us. 20 years old at this point. And then I was looking for a striker because those two attackers that we have in our team, those two central attackers, were really old players. They were both over 30 years old, and they were starting to decline on their stats. So I had to bring in a youngster, Bautista, John Bautista. 70 rated at this point, 22 years old, 5'10" tall, a striker, 3-star weak foot, 3-star skills. I was just hoping that he could grow on and maybe score a lot more goals for us in the future as well. Robert Pierre, as you can see, a center back who's 22 years old, but I believe he can also play in the left back position. That's the main reason why I bought him into the team. 71 rated at this point. Some decent stats on him, nothing too special, but I bought him because I could play him at centre back and left back, and just because of that reason he was a great addition into the team. Now, we have actually won the first match of the promotion playoffs against Vallecano, and then the second one we lost terribly. So once again, another season where I couldn't make it up into La Liga Santander, and that was really upsetting at this point. Once again, we came into the 4th position, and this time we had a lot less points, so our team somehow declined in their performance. And you can see Maffeo went up to 72, Alena up to 74, and the rest, you can see Pierre moving up to 73. Apart from that, Garcia now on a 68, but the rest of the team isn't really filled with talent, so there's no real reason to talk about any other players in that squad. And now a huge centre-back signing for our team. 6 million spent on Diego Gonzalez, who's now 23 years old, and I think that was a good signing. 76 rated at this point. Really good stats on him. Good defender, centre-back position, 6 foot tall, early crosser and power header on him as well. And then the first pre-contract signing should be a big one. Koke from Atletico Madrid, the centre midfielder, who is, in my opinion, one of the most complete midfielders out there. He is joining us in the next season. This season, in the second league, we came in the 11th spot, and I don't know why that really happened. It might be because we picked up a few too many injuries, something along that, but I really did not understand how this team came into that 11th or 12th position. That just didn't make any sense. Maybe I just didn't have enough players in my team, and when 2 players get injured, we just couldn't play the next match. Maybe that's the main reason for it. But Koke now joined our team. I mean, look at those stats. So many dark green stats. Can play at centre mid and left mid and right mid as well. And it was time to bring in a few free agents because we just didn't have enough players in our squad. And these free agents were some beasts. That Carlson guy might have been Ibrahimovic's regen, I'm not too sure. And this guy right here might be Ronaldo's regen. I found these two in the free agent section, and now let's take a look at their stats. The guy that is supposed to be Cristiano's regen, 72 rated already, and he would be a player that I can put into the starting lineup straight away. And Carlson, the Ibra regen, maybe, I'm not too sure. 18 years old, 73 rated. And after those big signings from the free agents, it was time for some big signings on the pre-contracts again. Denis Suarez, 87 rated beast. I mean, that guy has gotten a really big potential upgrade in FIFA 17, and he seems like an incredible player. And this guy right here was the biggest surprise in this sprint to glory. Samu Castillejo, after signing Elizondo as well in the pre-contract signings, Castillejo was the next one that I went for, and you can see right here, 3rd position. But I can tell you once again, we just didn't make it through. Even though we had 88 rated Koke in here, Alena now 79 rated, Maffeo 78, Pierre went up to 77, Gonzalez on 79, Varela on 77, the Ronaldo regen on 75, Carlson, the Ibra regen on 77. It just didn't make any sense. We just couldn't move up. Denis Suarez now joined our squad, and I knew in this season we are definitely moving up. Like, come on. With all these players, we should be moving up. 87 rated, 26 years old by now. Some incredible stats on him. In that centre midfield position, he would be helping us out. But this guy, Castillejo, 87 now. And I think that is his potential on this game. But he will get past that. You will get to see that later on. Elizondo, 83 rated, centre-back who can also play right-back, I think, or the other way around. Right-back who can play centre-back. And again, it was time to sign some free agents. This time, though, nothing too special, I gotta be honest. Not like an Ibra regen or a Ronaldo regen, but some decent players as backups for a couple of our positions in the starting lineup. Especially in the future, they would be quite important to the team. Now, moving on, I gotta say that currently we had a beast team, and I just wanted to make it better. Now I was going for specific positions. Alejandro Grimaldo, 87 rated. Iñaki Williams, I wanted this guy as my striker in this team. He can play at striker, so I was going for him. And behind him, I wanted Asensio, 89 rated center attacking midfielder, will be joining us as well. And in that center midfield position, together with Koke, it was now Saul. Saul, 26 years old, center midfielder, once again reunited with Koke. Now take a look at this, finally moving up into La Liga Santander with 95 points. I mean, come on, it would have been a disgrace if this team didn't move up into La Liga Santander. And at this point, I actually had a team where I was quite confident that I could straight away move into La Liga Santander and get into at least a European League spot. Castillejo, 89 rated now. Elizondo, Gonzalez, everyone in this team was improving on their stats. Alena now 81 rated. Garcia, the guy that we bought in the first season, is now 76 rated, and it was time to bring in the beasts. Williams for the striking position, 86 rated now. Behind him, we had Asensio, who was at an 89 rating, and he was a big improvement in that position from Alena, who was 7 ratings behind him, who now turned into a good backup on the bench. 4-star skiller. Finally got a little bit of a pace upgrade. This guy, that was really important for him because before that he was quite slow. Suarez, I don't know why I'm showing his stats once again. Sorry about that. I kind of felt like I just bought him. Doesn't make any sense. Saul right here, he joined us on a pre-contract, 88, alongside the 88 rated Koke. These two would be bossing the midfield, and I was sure about that one. In the left back position, Grimaldo. This guy has some incredible stats for that left back position. He could basically do anything apart from defending as well. So you could just go ahead and buy him into your team and make sure, okay, that left hand side is sorted. Rafael Varane, 91 rated centre back. 89 rated goalkeeper Geronimo Rulli now also joining our team, and another high rated centre back Mauricio Lemos, 84 rated. The last 3 big signings, I believe, in this one. And you can see in our first season, it wasn't as good as I expected it to be. 14th spot for Real Oviedo with 47 points, only 11 points away from relegation. Maybe the team was a bit nervous because it was their first season, but come on, I was expecting better. Take a look down the right hand side. Castillejo, now 90 rated. That was unexpected, and I love that. I love when players grow past their potential. And talking about potential, you can see all of these free agents growing and never stopping. Lemos now in that centre-back position. The new pairing in that centre-back position would be him and, of course, Rafael Varane, who is playing for Real Madrid, and he was eligible for this video as well. And in that goalkeeping position, a player that I personally feel like has one of the best reflexes in this game. Whenever I do a foot draft and I have the choice between like Ter Stegen and Rulli, or Navas and Rulli, I always pick him because he is incredible in the game. It's just the way I feel about it. And he will have Varane ahead of him with his 91 rating. And at this point, you can realize that this team is one of the best teams I ever had in the Sprint to Glory. And now it just got better. Hector Bellerin joining us. Just a swap deal with the Ibra regen, who was 85 rated. And Arsenal accepted, 87 rated, the most pacey right back that you can get in this game. Incredible stats on him. And you can see in this season we came into the final of the Copa del Rey, I believe, and we sadly lost that one against Atletico Madrid, but we were 2 points away from winning the league. That was a good indicator for the next season and what we can do in the next season. You can see Castillejo still on his 90, Asensio still on 89. Nothing really changed with the starting lineup, but the rest of the team on the bench and on the reserves were growing. Maffeo at this point, 84 rated. Now in this season, the last one, we won the Champions League against Dortmund in the finale. We won the Copa de España, which is the Copa del Rey. And did we win the league title? Let's take a look at it. Nope. 10 points behind Real Madrid. So in this Sprint to Glory, I did not manage to win La Liga Santander, but we managed to win the Champions League, and that is even better. So I was really happy about the performance of this team. I was expecting something like this, and now we have 3 players around the 90 rating. Rulli, Varane, and also Castillejo. Bellerin, 99 pace. I mean, just that is enough to say about him. Obviously a good defender moving forward, especially. Varane and Lemos, a good partnership down the centre-back position. And Grimaldo moved up to 89. He is now even better than I ever expected him to be. Saul and Koke were around that 88 rating for the longest time. Castillejo, the biggest surprise for me personally. I did not expect him to go up to 90. Same with Grimaldo going up to 89. Big surprises in this team, but Asensio now, with the pace upgrade that he has in this game, I would definitely recommend you guys to buy him into your team because he's such a good dribbler, such a good passer. he will be a very important player for your squad if you buy him in that center attacking midfield position, because his dribblings are just, there's something special about him. You know, those type of players that you buy into your team and then you play a couple of matches and you realize that you can dribble with them just a lot better than you can with other players in your team. That is exactly the description of Asensio, basically. Now, I was quite upset that we did not win the league, but in the end, I am actually quite happy that we won the Champions League, which is the main goal of every sprint to glory I do. Castillejo, obviously, the most expensive player in this team right now with 53.5 million. And at this point, I can only say I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below which of these players you are going to try out. And also let me know what kind of sprint to glory you would like to see next. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. And peace, guys. Take care.